Hello, I am Lobsterbird Sophia Romualde, and I felt really inspired to come on here today and do an election day energy clearing because I am up here in the mountains of upstate New York, feeling a lot of things. Because right now we're upon the US presidential elections, November now, 2020. And there's just a lot that's up. I mean, tell me what's going on. Are you feeling it? Are you not feeling it? No matter what is going on, the key to getting through this in a way that's of benefit to all is to feel it, is to process it, to integrate it, and to come into an even greater sense of presence given the incredibly tense times that we're in. So this is why I wanted to do this energy clearing. It's going to be a little thing. If you've never done one with me before, it's almost kind of like sort of a meditation, sort of, not really. But basically, the thing is that no matter what's going on in the world around us, the single most important thing is our energy and our presence. And the way that we are present in our being affects pretty much everything else. So will doing this energy clearing affect the election? Possibly. But what it's definitely going to affect is your relationship to it and how it impacts your life and your psyche. And then when those are totally clear and in alignment, the rest of the world follows suit. So you're with me. Let's do a clearing because we can do this for our own well-being, for our own lives, and it will indeed have an impact on the greater collective. So let's go ahead and close our eyes and take a few deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Taking a nice, deep, big inhale. And a nice long exhale. And one more big, long, full inhale. And then letting everything go. And as you continue to breathe, continuing inhaling and exhaling, and as you exhale, really letting go of whatever you were doing before you tuned into this. Whatever thoughts are coming through your mind, allowing them to move like clouds in the sky on your exhale. As you inhale, feeling whatever it is that you're feeling. And as you exhale, letting that go too. Now we want to send our awareness and our attention up into the sky above the crowns of our heads, sending our awareness all the way up until we contact this source of energy. You could see it as light, and then a waterfall of liquid light that flows down from that pure, wise, unlimited source of energy flowing down to you and through you and all around you like a waterfall of liquid light. It's coming down through the crown of your head and down into your front and back of your third eye and your eyeballs so that you may see everything clearly, and out through your ears so that you may hear everything clearly. And then flowing down, relaxing your face and your jaw. You can release out on sound at any time that you'd like. Sound is also a form of energy, and letting it Leave your body as a form of release. As the light flows down into your neck and your throat and out the front and back of your throat, clearing out the space for your truth and your expression. And this light's continuing to move down your shoulders and your arms, all the way down through your hands and at your fingertips. Down into your chest and the front and back of your chest area. Clearing out the front and back of your heart space and flowing down the front and back of your solar plexus, which is right between your rib cage. Allowing the light to continue to flow down into your belly. The light is washing out all of those lower organs like an amazing detox, and flowing down through the front and back of your womb space, of your belly, right below your belly button. The light's flowing down through the front and back and down into your hips, down through your legs, your thighs, your knees, your shins, your calves, your ankles, your feet, and out the bottom of your feet. This light is like creating roots through your feet that are going into the ground, and likewise creating roots from the bottom of your torso, down through your root and down through your chair, your bed, your whatever surface that holds you, and down through your floor. The light continues to flow down through the ground and through the earth and all the layers of the earth. This light from above flowing down to you, through you, all around you, and all the way through all the layers of the earth. Going down, 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 all the way to the center of Mother Earth, to the heart of Mother Earth. And you can feel when this light connects with the heart of Mother Earth, it's like this other realm, and you can perhaps feel a shift that feels like unconditional love. Perhaps it feels like support. Perhaps you feel just a bit more grounded. Maybe your hips sink a little more deeply into the chair as it contacts this dimension. And from there, light bounces back up through all the layers of the earth and up through your roots and up through your central channel and right into your heart. And the light from above and the light from below both meet into your heart and blast this kind of vortex of light out around you, 360 degrees all around you, into the space that you are in, the room, into the house, the town, the state, the country, out all around this world. This light is blasting out across the atmosphere and into outer space. And this light radiates out vast and infinite until the endless reaches of the universe. And now in this space, you are connected to your true energy, the energy of Source, the energy of all possibilities. And take a few deep breaths. And relax more deeply into this space, knowing that by being conscious in this space, you are actively co-creating new possibilities and new realities. And from this space, even just being in this space is the most powerful move you could make. And so shifting your attention back to the earthly, three-dimensional material world and the events that are going on there. And there's an election happening there. And from this space, knowing that you are both there and not there, you are both in that relative world and in a more absolute ephemeral space. You're coexisting now in both spaces, so you're able to see it a little more objectively. And from this space, knowing that whatever the outcome is of this election, that not to say that it doesn't have an impact on the quality of our lives, but it is to say that the outcome does not dictate the quality of your life. By that I mean that no matter what happens, who becomes president, whatever drama is unfolding, that in no way is an indicator of your happiness, of your security, of your sense of peace. What happens out there does not cause those things. But in fact, you being in this space and allowing this light to continue to flow through you, and as we're doing this, we're allowing it to take away any of the anxiety, the fear, the worry, any of the false illusion that is what causes our well-being, that the external causes our well-being, allowing this false perception to clear away wherever we have given power to external events, external quote-unquote authorities, wherever we gave away our sense of abundance, our sense of love, our sense of value, over to governing bodies, over to authorities that know better. I'm putting these all in air quotes, and all of these air quotes are being cleared from our systems as we continue to breathe, continue to allow the light to flow through us. And if you're feeling any intense feelings or energies, just know that is so wonderful. It's so great that you can feel those and you can continue to hold space for the light to flow through you. Because these intensities, what we're doing is we're bringing the light of awareness to them, so we're like blowing them up basically. And unless we shine a light on them, then they remain in the darkness of our psyches. They remain in the shadows, and from there they control the appearance of our outside world. So we're shining the light on all of the fear, on all the worry, on all of the not wanting to hear it or wanting to tune into it or feeling like it desperately matters, right? It does matter. It does matter what happens in the outside world, but it doesn't desperately matter as if everything is weighing on the balance by this one single, decision or this one single outcome. That is not true, because we live in an interdependent world and universe where every single thing matters. So every single thought that you think, every single feeling that you have, every single blade of grass that grows, everything has an impact on everything else. And this, although we're made to believe that it's more important than anything else, is not. It's one part of this greater whole. So holding space for that and breathing, remembering the light that's flowing to us and through us and all around us. And while we're doing this, we're going to get in here and get in deeper and clear some polarity thinking, because when we are bound by polarities, we are not truly free. We're flopping back and forth between two things that seem different but are actually the same sides of a coin that is keeping us stuck. It's making our choices limited. It's creating a this or that scenario in a world that is fundamentally beyond that. And there's a lot of suffering that we experience there, because we're constantly then, the ego is constantly then labeling things this or that, and it's really against our true sense of freedom and liberation and our true nature, which we can feel somewhere that it's in there or that it's possible. But being bound to these polarities keeps us from fully accessing that. So while we're bringing this light to us, through us, all around us, down to the center of Mother Earth, grounding us in our bodies, blasting out all of this from our hearts. Ooh, We're going to clear the polarity of right and left. I know you may have identified with one or the other. And clearing this polarity doesn't clear your true essence. It just clears the polarity and the duality and the divisiveness of a political system that is orchestrated so that you believe that there is another side that you're fighting against. And so while we're at it, we're going to clear the polarity of right and wrong. Especially if you're mad or if you're triggered or if you don't want to do it, just stick with me for another few minutes. And just know that by clearing these polarities, we are accessing true freedom. You know, the land of the free, home of the brave. This is the brave territory, is to be free from these polarities of thinking that one group of people is right and the other one is wrong. This has led to so much destruction, so much oppression, so much pain and suffering. And so if you're feeling any of this heaviness, keep bringing the light to it. Keep allowing it to come up. Imagining a space that could be beyond right and wrong. As Rumi said, there is a field beyond right doing and wrong doing. I'll meet you there. This is the field beyond. This is the field beyond polarities. The realm beyond duality. Yeah. And so from here, we will also clear this idea of inside and outside. That there is an outside world. There is an outside world that is separate from your inside world. We're going to clear the polarity that what we do inside doesn't have a direct effect on what happens outside. We give so much attention and so much energy to the external world. And the only reason we do that is because we believe that there's any difference between that world and the internal one. So imagine if you could just sit there and be connected really deeply and really fully to both the internal and external world. Then your desires and your dreams and your own energy would all be impacting that world. That is how it is. But the more clear we get in our energy, and the more unity we have beyond this polarity, the more we can see the kind of changes that we wish to see in both our internal and external worlds, as they are not separate. So clearing the idea even that there's any difference. And clearing any blame, any shame, or any complacency, any giving up and thinking nihilism, thinking that it's useless. There is nothing. There's obviously something. And there's also not something that we can blame when nothing is truly outside of ourselves and separate from ourselves. So clearing that polarity, breathing, allowing the light, sticking with it for a few more, so we can clear any remaining anxiety or mania that's coming up, right? So there's some people that are really nervous and scared and feeling anxious, and then there's, other people that are like kind of maniac, like they're not scared, they're like kind of excited about what's happening in a kind of, like out of balanced way. You know who you are. Just allowing that, because those states are out of balance. They're in another polarity. And that's because essentially also we're cleaning the polarity of grasping and rejection. So like if you really want a certain result to happen, you're kind of grasping at it. Or if you really don't want another person to get into office, that you're rejecting it. So it is clearing both of those. Understanding that whatever happens is another opportunity. Right? It's another opportunity for us to keep showing up, keep doing the work, right? Keep being ever more in alignment with our truth of who we are. And as we do that, that's what changes and shifts it and breaks us from the chains of grasping, rejection, and then also hope and fear. That's the last part of this, is to like really hope for a specific outcome or really have a lot of fear about what's to happen. Those are the same, two of the same sides of the same coin. So really letting that go. Beautiful. Taking another couple deep breaths. Hey, giving yourself a little shake, a little wiggle. You could take your hands and rub them on your heart. You rub them on your face, your neck, anywhere in your body that you feel like could use a little rub, maybe a little hug. We did great. We're here, we're alive, and our energy is clear. And having tuned into this on election day, this being our energy, which is flowing, it's flowing in so many crazy, amazing ways, and we are all a part of it. And so we know that whatever happens, we are rising to the occasion. And we are, no matter what happens, co-creating New Earth now. An Earth that is peaceful, that is loving, that is equal, and that is totally radical from anything we've ever seen before. So thank you for clearing this energy with me. I hope it was helpful. Please let me know what came up for you in the comments below. I love you, and I love what is happening here, no matter what it is.